Hi developers, this is the third part for Angular e-commerce project, and here we will learn that how we can create navigation bar, or you can say that how we can create header for our application. So what we will do, we will remove this default code from app.component and we will create a new component for navigation bar. Then we will add some HTML and CSS also, and I will ask you a question related to the, you can say that CSS and designing part, and that is directly related to that part also. So now we can jump on the code, and you can see that in let me just close this file first. In a src folder in app component we have a app.component.html, and if I'm just removing this old code from that file, you will find that our front page is blank in our application. That is fine, there is no issue, we can add there more code, right? So even we can directly write our navigation or header code there, but the best practice is we can break our application in the different component, like different component for header, different for footer, different for search bar and all, right? And guys, if you are not aware about basic things of Angular like modules, Angular routing, then I will recommend you to watch tutorial list first. Link is given in the description box, and if you are comfortable with the basic Angular, you are aware about that, then you can continue with that video, because this is a little bit hard to explain, like what is the component, why we use them and all again and again, because I already created the videos for that, and this is specifically for project. So if you have basic knowledge of Angular, then you can move on the project, that means on that playlist. If you are not aware, then just go to the description box and watch the tutorial playlist first. And one more thing guys, our focus in that project will be logical part, like how we can create login page, how we can call APIs, how we can create services, routing, different component communication and all, right? We will do designing also, but that is not in the much focus of our part, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm creating a one more component, and our component name can be anything like Navbar or anything. So what I'm going to put, my component name is header, G for generate, C for component, and our component name is header. And now you will find that this is created here. One more question that can be asked, like can we create components manually in Angular? Yes, we can create, but that basically consumes lots of time, so better way is just use command line, right? So here you can see that we have a header component. So if you want to check the name of that component, you can see that app.header. So if you want to just import it in anywhere, like I want to import this header component in app, and what I can do here, I can just simply use here app header like HTML tag, and here you can see that we can see our that component there. All right, so now what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm just going to take a div there and putting this you can say that app header inside it, so that and you can put the name to any to that div, like container. Why I need this container? Because I want to make some left and right margin or padding, so that our all application will be sync for design, right? All right, so now what I can do there, in a app.html, I can just remove all this part, and I can write there the code for navigation bar. So I'm putting here a nav tag, and let me just put a class also. You can see that class name is also nav. Then I can put here h1 tag for logo, so ecom is basically our logo. And after that I'm again taking a div, and we can put a class name to this. That div is nav search. So like in other e-commerce site, in a header we have a search bar so that we can search any product. Similarly, we are going to create this input box, search bar there, and like placeholder can be enter product, or you can say that search products, right? We can close it. Now we can create a button also, and just put the text like search, and all right, at the last I am taking a ul, li inside it, a tag, and I can just put here some names to these list. Like I just want to create a seller link. So let's say you are a seller on our project, then you can just go to that page, and after that you will find login and sign up option. So you can go with that, right? So the second thing is I am just putting here home link. Third one is login as a normal user, and last one is, let's say, cart. By default, let's say cart has 0 items. So now you will find that okay, how this part actually coming there, because before making this video I was practicing with the code, so I did not just restart my ng server and it just cached that css and all, and it just shown you that css once I just add html, right? So at final you can see that we will get a look of that css. So let me just restart that ng server, and now you will find that we have a default html without any cache. Yeah, now you can see that this is the default code without css. So this is not look like a beautiful code. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just adding some style. So first of all, I just want to add some global style. So where we can add global style inside the style.css. So let me add some style there first. So first of all, I just want to add some you can see that font to our complete project. So let me add here font family, and here I am putting here sans serif, right? And one more thing to that container in the app.css we have a container class, right? So to that container I am just adding there some margin for left and right. Margin left, let's say 5%, and similarly we have for right side also, and now you can see that we have some space in left and right. All right, so now we don't need this style for css for now, so I am just removing it. Neither we need app.component, so we are just removing it. So we need that component as well as we need header.component.css. So to add some style, I am just opening the console, and let's start some code with the navbar. So first of all, what we can do there, we can just put the display flex so that we can get all these component in one line. And this is my question, what and why we will use flex with the display flex, what is the use of it and how this is actually works, right? So because this is a project series, I'm not going to explain about these tags and css and all, so that's why I'm just asking this question. And if you know about that, then you can comment it out, that answer in comment box. So now to make some space, I am just putting here justify content space between, right? So we got some space between all these tags. And next thing is that's okay. I think for both there is enough style. And one more thing, we can add some style to that h1 also. So I'm adding some color. So let's say color is blue violet, and margin is 0, and font size we can say that, let's say 40 pixel is fair enough, I think, right? And after that we have this div also. So to this div what we can do, that we can add some margin, not margin first. So let me just stretch it out so that there is some extra space left and right side. So I'm just putting here flex 1, after that display 1, display flex, right? And now just go to that inner input box and we can again stretch it out. So just simply put here flex 1, right? So this is how actually CSS will work. So after that, to this navigation bar, I can just make here margin left 5%, margin right 5%. All right, and if you want, then you can also make margin top 5 pixel. So let me just add this CSS first in a file. After that we will add more style, right? So we can do that .nav file, and we just applied the CSS. Now let's get back to that h1 tag, and just below that put here navbar h1 and this CSS. Don't need these extra brackets and all, so we can remove them. And at last we have that nav search. So what we can do there, we can again put here .nav search, right? And if you want, then you can just format it out. And okay, so we have to add we just forget to move one CSS. Let me tell you which one is that. So in input box, we have to just put here flex 1. And after that we can just put here color again, which is blue, violet, border, and you can see that border 1 pixel, solid, and color is again blue violet. That is okay. Height we can fix it 40 pixel, and we don't need border on the right side, so right side border we can just remove. You can just make it none. Height I think little bit more, so let me just make it 35 pixel. That is fine. And after that we have to add some style to that button also. So let me just grab the style for button also. So like again we have a color blue, violet. After that border is also 1 pixel, solid, and blue violet. This is blue violet. And height we can again fix here 35 pixel. This is little bit smaller because this is simply a button, so we can see that 39 pixel. This is okay, and I think we are good to go with these two buttons and input box. So let me add here navigation, and we can say that nav nav search and input, right? And similarly we can say that we need to add some style with the button also, and let me just grab these 3 style with that one. All right, so this is also fine. Now we have to add some style with this UL. So let me just go with that UL. First of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to display it inline flex so that we can get them in a single line. Margin 0, padding 0. All right, and list style type we can fix it, list style type none. And after that let's jump on the li. So we can just style only one li for a moment because we have 4. So what I'm going to do here, just add me padding left 15 pixel and padding top 15 pixel, right? And inside it we have a tag also, so we can say that text decoration none, and color blue violet, right? So now let me add this all style also. We can say that dot nav and replace this element dot style with the ul, and similarly we can go with the li, and let's simply put here dot nav ul and li, and last one is there a tag, so here again we can put that dot nav ul. You can also add here li, but that is okay, we can directly put here a tag also. And now you can see that this is looking much better. I know that this is not a best design. If you want for header, if you want, then you can update it. Even you can use Material UI Bootstrap also if you want, but that's okay because we want to our more focus on the logical part. So in next part I will tell you that how you can make the dynamic navigation bar, like if user is logged in, then how we can hide this logged in, how we can remove seller or cart, or how we can add here logout and profile option and all, right? So we will make this you can say that navigation menus a little bit dynamic. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like this video, then please subscribe my channel, like this video, and provide your valuable feedbacks in comment box. Thank you guys, thank you so much.